So today we're doing something pretty simple. I'm going to try to film more simple things for you guys. So we're going to be using the Wet n Wild MegaJelly face primer right here. I haven't used this in a while, but I actually do really like it. And I did a review of it on my channel. So open it up. Looks like absolutely nothing is in there. But start tapping in there. There is stuff in there. Actually, it seems like there's like barely like any product in there. Like it's smaller than it was before, but as you guys can kind of see, there actually is jelly product in there. So I'm just putting it on my face, and yes, my skin does look absolutely terrible. It just looks so bad right now. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with foundation. This foundation I have been loving, absolutely. This is the Laura Geller Cover Lock Cream Foundation right here, and this is in the color Porcelain, I believe. Yep, the color Porcelain. And so I'm going to be taking this sponge right here. This sponge right here I've never used before, but I did get a lot of them. So this is from the brand Beakey Blender, but they also have like brushes and beauty sponges, and I'm not really sure if they have anything else. But I'm going to be using them today. I'm going to use the brushes as well. So I'm just taking this foundation onto the sponge. We're going to see how this blends out. First off, the foundation was actually, not the foundation, the sponge was really hard. But then when I wet it, it got actually way more soft than I was expecting. So we're just going to see how it blends. So far it's blending out really good. It just blends out like a sponge. It's not doing anything too bad. So it actually works really good, and I'm glad I have a lot of them because I'm like always using the same sponges, so it's nice to have some new ones. Alright, so this beauty sponge works really good, so I am glad I have a lot of them because I was scared it wasn't going to work, but it's actually really soft and squishy, so I am very happy. Alright, so I'm basically just using products I already know I love besides the sponge and the brushes. So I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl True Blend It's Lit concealer right here, and actually for my eyeshadow it's really not a product I love. I think I've used it once, but my mom gave it to me because she didn't like it, so... But I'm going to see if I like it today. So anyways, going in with the CoverGirl True Blend It's Lit Concealer. And I forget what the color name is. Never fucking tells me. I don't know why. So anyways, not going to waste my time, but I'm going to... It has like a little twisting thing. So just going to put it under my eyes. Mainly focus it there. And then whatever's left over, I'm going to put it other places. This formula is really thin and feels really nice. Now I'm just blending it out. I really love this concealer. Alright, so here's my brush I'm going to be using today. This is the Morphe M438 brush, and I forgot to show you guys the cap of it, but right now I'm going to be using the Pretty Vulgar translucent powder. Really like this, so I'm just going to go in and very, very lightly, because I'm not going full cake today, very lightly just place this everywhere we just got the concealer at, and then I'm going to put it on the eyelids as well. Now, as you guys know, if you watch my channel, I like to go in with this sponge and whatever's left over, just push the product in. Nothing too crazy, but I like to push it into the skin so we're not extra powdery. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with that Beakey Blender brush brand, but this is a brush right here that I'm going to be using. They do have several brushes, and it doesn't actually have a name on it, but I am going to be taking this right here, and I'm just going to start using this Laura Geller bronzer right here, and this is Beach Matte Baked Hydrating Bronzer in Siesta Medium. I love this bronzer. So we're just going to go in, and we're going to start bronzing up the face everywhere. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with this Morphe M527 brush. I use this all the time for bronzing. I kind of just packed that on there, and I feel like this side is darker than this side for some reason. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with that one a little more just to kind of pack it. I don't know. I really don't want to be too packed with bronzer, but what I like to do is I like to go in, if I use a sharp brush like that, and kind of use it to blend out everything. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm going to take that sponge again and just pack over on the top of the bronzer. Taking what's left on the sponge and just kind of sharpening up that line right there. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this brush from the same brand. This one's kind of like an angled flat brush. Don't know if you guys can see it too much, but I'm going to go in with the Yesssss Satin Touch blush right here in Satin Coral. Love this blush. And I'm just going to go ahead and start putting it on my face. Cheeks, you guys already know. Alright, so now I'm going to take the Morphe by Jeffree Star Setting Spray, the Set and Refresh Miss Starberry scent right here, and spray my face. Alright, so now while that is drying on my face, I'm going to go ahead and do the brows off camera. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. brow, I think it's called like a brow and eyeliner pomade, and I have the color light brown. So here it is, it's just a little tiny pomade, and I freaking love this. Literally, ever since getting this, this makes my brows like look so good in my opinion, but they also, it's really quick. So I really love that. I definitely highly recommend getting that. And then another product that I'm going to be using is the e.l.f. Wow Brow in Neutral Brow right here. It's basically just kind of like a brow gel, and it's just brown with a little wand. But not only do I use this when I am after doing my brows and putting it on to kind of set my brows, I use this on my no makeup days when I'm literally like not doing makeup, maybe putting concealer under my eyes and going out, because using this really just gives like natural brow strokes in your hair, which makes it look very good. So I do recommend both of these. Alright, so the palette we're going to be using today is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette right here. So here's the outside packaging, which I really love, and I think it's beautiful. And then here's the inside right here. So yes, I do really like these colors, and I've really only played with it once, so I don't really know too much about it. But I do really like this palette's colors, but I feel like there's too many of the same colors, and I think that's what my problem is with it. I feel like all this side of it is just too like, it's like too much of the same tones, if that makes any sense, because like each one's different, but there's not enough in here. I feel like it needs like a warmer crease color. It just needs a lot more, and it's just not my vibe. I think it needs more shimmers, and then it would be bomb.com. Alright, so I'm going to take this brush from the brand we were using earlier, from the Beakey brand right here. Don't know the name of it, but it's a blending brush. And I'm going to go into the color right here, which is the color He Devil. So here is that color. I'm going to go into it, not too much because I feel like these are really powdery. Yeah. And I am going to start blending it into the crease. This really isn't going to be a super rough look. It's not going to be super bold. It's actually already starting out more bold than I thought. But this brush is working really good. It feels really nice, and this color is working out really beautiful. So after I put this color into both eyes, I'm going to go in and I'm going to keep it round. I'm going to go into a lighter color to kind of dilute it because I'm not really wanting to be too bold today. Take that same brush because it's working really good, and I'm going to go into this color right here. This is the color Sauced. Cool name, but it doesn't really fit the color. Anyways, so I'm just going to start blending it up higher, but I'm also, yeah, that is not light. It looked light. Okay, so I'm just going to do it onto the other eye and kind of blend it into that, so it kind of, you know, blends it a little better, but I thought it would lighten it up, but it didn't. Alright, so I'm going to try this color right here. This is color Chaser, which is this color right here. I'm just going to kind of go into that, see if it would lighten it up a little bit, and kind of raise it closer to the brow. Okay, so that color did lighten it up a little bit, but not really 100%. But I mean, this look is gonna be very, very simple. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking this brush right here, and this is the Crown brush. It doesn't have a name. I don't know why people don't put names on their brushes, but anyways, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go into this color, which is Lumbre, I think it's Lumbre, so it's right here. This is kind of, I do want to use the other shimmer, but these aren't like super shimmery. But this is the lightest one. It's kind of a pinky eyeshadow with a little bit of gold undertones to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start rubbing it into the eye. I feel like it's not going to be super pigmented, and then I'm going to go in with my finger and kind of lay it for a little bit more pigment. So that looks very, very simple, way more simple than I normally am. But I do normally do my makeup like this when I go out, if I do my makeup when I go out. So I thought I'd start filming it for you guys because I know you guys have been requesting more neutral looks. So I'm just gonna go into this other brush, which is kind of a flat blendy brush from that same brand. I'm gonna go into that first color we were using. I guess the color was He Devil. Actually, no, I'm gonna go into the color Low Blow right here just because it looks a little different. I am literally only taking it onto the top of the brush. I don't know if you guys can see it because I don't really feel like digging for brushes, and I just want to put it under my lower lash line. Alright, so since that's done and simple, I really don't have time for eyeliner, even though I would really love to do this with eyeliner. But when I'm always on a rush and I just do a makeup look like this, I always like to take a flat brush like this and go into a darker color. So since we have this palette, I'm going to go into this darker color right here, kind of a brown, like maroony purple undertone color, but it's just like really brown. It just has undertones. So it's the color Ashes. So I'm just gonna be taking that color and putting it on my upper lash line. I like to do this to give an eyeliner effect. This kind of helps me out with making my look better. So I probably shouldn't do this because I'm probably gonna fuck up, but since I have a little bit more time, I'm gonna kind of use the shadow to create like a really kind of a smoky eyeliner look. I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're just gonna fuck with it and try it out. So I'm gonna go in with this eyeliner brush right here. This is the Bodyography Pro Angled Liner Brush. This is very, very thin and great for liner. So I'm gonna go into that same color we were using. I know, I have somewhere to be, so I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna start just drawing wing liner, basically. Okay, so far so good a little bit. Don't really know fully how I like it, but it looks okay so far. Alright, so now that we have that on, I'm going to go in with a fluffier kind of eyeliner shaped brush. This is actually a brow brush. This is the e.l.f. 203 brush right here. It's a little bit fluffier, and I'm going to go into the color, I think I'm going to go into color Cayenne, which is right here, and it's right next to the other color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and kind of use it just to start smoking it out. So that looks pretty good to me. Not my absolute favorite, but I am liking it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto the Sleek makeup palette right here. This is a highlighter palette. I think it's called the Solstice. Yep, the Solstice highlighter palette right here. I actually haven't used this in forever, but I really love this. So I'm going to go in with this brush. This is by the Dalton Makeup Molly Collection brush. This is the Prepping Perfector brush right here, and I'm going to go into this color right here. And I'm going to take this color and start putting it on my cheeks, and I'm going to pop it into the inner corner and brow bone. Alright, so now I'm going to go into one of that brush brands that we're using, the Beakey brush brand. I'm going to go into it. This is a pointed brush, and I'm going to pick it up pretty heavily because these brushes never get it good for me. So I'm going to put it in the inner corner brow bone. Oh yeah, that looks really good. This actually did pick it up really good. So I'm going to keep this look simple, and I'm going to go in with this Essence lipstick right here. And this is in the color fuck, dude? Why can't people put colors on their shit? I don't really think it has a name. I think it's just 02. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take it and we're gonna put this on our lips. That's actually a little too pink for me. I knew I should have went a little bit more neutral, but I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Lippie stick. This is in the color She Bad, and it's a matte. So I'm hoping it'll blend well without getting too much on the actual applicator of this, but we're just gonna put it on top. Okay, so those two colors blended together phenomenally, and I actually forgot how much I really love these lippy sticks. So I reorganized my makeup a little bit more, so I would see products that I haven't used in a while, so I would start to use like other products, because I typically use the same product, so I kind of removed everything around so I can see it more out in the open instead of digging through stuff. So I'm going to try to use new stuff, but I'm really loving how this looks together. So are you guys going to let me be stupid? I actually forgot to put mascara on, and I can't tell you how many times that happens. Like after doing eyeshadow, I'm like, yeah, so what lip color am I gonna use? And I forget mascara. I forget it a lot, so good thing I remembered. But I'm gonna go in with the NYX On The Rise Volume Mascara right here. And we're just gonna go ahead and put it on the top and bottom lashes as per usual. Okay, so yes, I am loving this look. It's a very neutral, but it looks really, really good for like an everyday look. If you're like going to the mall, you're doing whatever, and you just want to throw some glam on, I feel like this looks really, really good. So I'm actually really loving how I used the eyeshadow as wing liner. It looks so pretty. I love everything about this. The only thing I don't like is my hair. It's so frizzy, and I really don't like my hair when it's straight. It bothers me. I feel like my hair doesn't look good straight. So anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know down below what other kind of videos you'd like to see me film, whether it's reviews, something bold, something simple, just doing something dorky, whatever. I don't care. Just let me know, because I really like doing videos you guys like to see.